Welcome to my micro teaching lesson for EDU2011, focusing on Year 5 music lesson titled Stories Through Nature, Soundscapes and Cultural Expressions. The focus is on music for Year 5 students, specifically how we present nature through the use of sound. This is directly linked to the curriculum outcome ECAM UM089. Develop and apply techniques and processes when making music. Theme, Stories Through Nature, connects to the environment, sound, and culture. Our rationale is grounded in two key areas: authenticity and pedagogy. This is based on the task with authenticity, as it draws upon Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander traditions of storytelling, which is through sound. This will align with the Denham's model of authentic arts education that emphasizes meaningful making, collaboration, and reflection. The pedagogy is further supported by the rational pedagogy and our use of active creation that encourages the experiential learning. Our core learning intention, as on this slide, is to be able to create and perform a soundscape that tells a story about nature. And moving on to the success criteria, the students will be able to know that they're successful if they can achieve the following: use pitch and dynamics to represent natural sounds, work collaboratively to build layered soundscapes, and to explain their musical choices using music terms such as rhythm, pitch, and dynamics. To be able to achieve this or even just the previous slide of learning intention and success criteria, we will need to first explore how sounds represent nature. Students will experiment with percussion, body sounds, and voice. The key process is scaffolding. We will start with individual sounds, then further layer them on into a whole composition. This will help students to develop an awareness of tempo, texture, and mood with the use of soundscape. Demonstration overview. So these are the steps that will pretty much allow the students to make the individual music or just making the music layered. Step 1, hand drum, such as rain, which is a steady rhythm. Step 2, tambourine, which represents sound, wind, which is often sound of soft and flowing sounds. Step 3, stomp or clap, which could represent thunder, which tends to be the strong dynamic. Step 4, humming. It could be the background tone, which tend to mimic the forest atmosphere, and this tends to be on the deeper notes. And if the classroom or the students are being a bit experimental, it could even be implemented with a higher pitch. So combining all these elements, we'll be able to create a short soundscape. As the students are completing the following or the previous activities, or the percussion, the students will be able to have their own way of experimentation. The teacher will provide commentary or even for assessors, but the teacher will be able to comment on the student's ability to create certain sounds. It demonstrates scaffolding and explicit modeling, building confidence through the step-by-step practice guidance, encourage the students to have a creative collaboration, and this will tend to reflect on the multimodal and kinesthetic learning, which is from Denham 2010. As you can see on this slide, safety and classroom organization. Before we begin our music making, we would need to address the safety and classroom organization. We'll need to arrange instruments with space between the groups to ensure clear pathways and safe movement. It is crucial to model the correct handling, such as the light percussion, gentle movements to protect the instruments. I'll specifically demonstrate safe movements for controlled stomps and claps to ensure that seated stability when necessary. I ensure inclusion by implementing different strategies based on the Universal Design for Learning, which is also known as UDL. We offer multiple modes of engagement, which is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Now, when it comes to visual support, I'll use visual symbols for sounds like dots for rains or even lines as wind. And it could be straight or wiggly or however wind be represented to aid memory and comprehension. When it comes to scaffolding and peer learning, the step-by-step instructions previously shown, instructions are provided for both visually and verbal comprehension. Our group work would be formatting allowing for effective peer learning and inclusion. Now, when it comes to oral supports, we would use scaffolded oral supports like suggested sentence starters to help students articulate their creative choices. Finally, we lead into reflection and closure. We would encourage reflection by asking the students, or even just anybody that participated in the class, would be what story did your soundscape tell? And discussing the emotions and atmosphere that has been communicated through the use of sound. This reinforces the music communication meaning beyond the notes and the music that's been played. And it tends to stress the link between sound, culture, and imagination. Thank you for listening for my presentation. This is a list that provides academic literature supporting the rationale and pedagogy demonstrated in this micro teaching lesson.